I think Matt, go ahead,
Yeah,
jump
so
in.
so this past Friday was, I believe, you were on Fox News, and I mean, when they contacted you, I'm sure you had a feeling what they were going to get at here. Am I right?
Well, yes. I mean, I'm familiar with Fox News for sure, and they did a few days before the interview. They published an attack piece on me, so I kind of had an idea what I was getting into.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing to me that I can't even count how many times they had to bring up that, and you're a Muslim. As if, I mean, you said it on the second page, you mentioned how you're a Muslim, as if it even matters to begin with. But I mean, it's not like you were even a secret Muslim, even though that's what we joke about. I mean, you were out in the book.
You're out in your entire
I
professional
do
profile.
mention in like the second page of the book that yes, that I am a Muslim.
I mean, did they? I mean, do they even realize that Jesus is a historical figure? And also, I mean, in Islam, Jesus is a prophet. It's not like you're just. I mean, it's not like you're even just discussing Christianity with this book by talking about Jesus.
Right. Well, so yeah, you brought up two very, very good points. Number one is that yes, absolutely, Muslims believe that Jesus was a prophet. In fact, this most of the gospel story in a kind of Reader's Digest version of it can be found in the Quran. But on a larger point, I'm not writing this book from a Muslim perspective or from a Jewish or Christian perspective at all. I'm writing it from a scholarly perspective. I'm a scholar. It's what I do for a living. So, as I mentioned in that interview, there's a lot of things that I talk about Jesus that actually violate core Muslim ideas about Jesus. And I've had a lot of Muslims who were upset with the book and what I say about the historical Jesus. So, I think it's just factually incorrect that this book is some sort of Muslim account of Jesus. There are some books out there about the Muslim Jesus, and this isn't one of them. And B, I think sort of the philosophical backbone of the question is that it would be impossible for someone to write about Jesus without some kind of faith-based prejudice. And I would say that a lot of scholars who are Jewish, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, and atheist who write about religious figures have been doing this for centuries. I mean, it's weird to all of a sudden talk about it as though only practitioners of a faith can write about the prophets of that faith. If that were true, then there would be a lot fewer Islam books out there.
Right, there would be almost none in the in America. But I think a final question that I want to get to you on this specifically, though, is it seems to me that this is the tip of a campaign to really not allow, in some respects, Muslims to function in civic space in America, whether it's building a progressive and pluralistic mosque on Ground Zero, or saying, hey, you're a religion scholar, but forget it. You have a certain, you're Muslim, you can't write this book. I think that's what's been so darkly hilarious, but also just shocking about how naked this outburst has been. And I would just add in as an addendum, everybody should go and buy this book through the Majority Report link on Amazon, and buy Zealot, and also write a response to some of these just like obscene reviews that are on the site that are the foot soldiers of the Fox interview, so to speak.
Yeah, look, I wish I could say that this is new. It's not new. I mean, I've been dealing with this pretty much my entire professional life. There are a very well-coordinated, very well-funded cabal of organizations and individuals, often referred to as the Islamophobia industry, that have made me a target of their fun. And I deal with this all the time. I think the knives have come out perhaps a little bit more strongly because in this particular case, rather than talking about Muhammad or Islam, I'm talking about Jesus and Judaism, not necessarily Christianity, because as I have to constantly remind people, Jesus was not a Christian, Jesus was a Jew. This book is not about Christianity. The book is about Judaism, actually. It's kind of expected. I mean, I'm not in any way surprised at the level of vitriol that I have received. And yeah, you're right. My Amazon page has been hijacked by really a handful of people with about 100 fake handles who are just cutting and pasting the same vitriol over and over again. And hopefully people will go on there and you can report abuse on those comments. And I mean, I would hope eventually that Amazon would recognize, what is going on the page and will do something about it, but I don't really have any say in that.
Right. Well, Reza Aslan,
before you go, actually,
Yes,
I
sir.
just want to say thank you so much for providing that entertainment on that program. I mean, that might be one of the greatest.
Yeah, you handled that amazingly well.
Might have been one of the greatest any sort of right-wing media smackdown I've ever seen. It's legendary.
And also, the right should thank you because you gave them the idea of a PhD in Reagan, which anybody who watches it will know what I'm saying. I'm sure that they appreciate it and spite themselves.
Happy to serve. Happy to serve.
Reza Aslan, thank you so much. Everybody should buy Zealot. It's a fascinating book. And as my Jewish grandmother would say, Jesus was a lovely man and he said nothing new. So, thank you so much,
you, guys.
Reza.
Great to talk to you.